Hi, everybody. No, it's been a minute since I uploaded anything on YouTube, and I felt like if I was going to do anything, this is something that I needed to kind of address. Um, I don't know how many people have seen, probably tons, millions, hundreds of thousands. A lot of people have seen the Ava DuVernay um, four-part docu-series, movie-esque, um, When They See Us. And it's about the Exonerated Five, the Central Park Five, for those of you who don't know. And how um, five children, five teenage boys, their lives were totally, um, they didn't get a youth that most of us get because adults didn't do their jobs, or they use their positions to just placate people instead of doing their jobs. Um, it happened in April of 1989. I was 18 then. I wasn't 19 yet. I would turn 19 in November of 89. And it's a hard watch, y'all. It's a difficult watch. Um, like it's very hard. It for people who are old enough to remember that, who were teenagers or just preteens. You kind of heard about it, but you didn't really know. I mean, this happened in New York. It wasn't um, like necessarily followed outside of New York like it was particularly there. That being said, um, that movie, that case, that's part of the reason why. As a mother of black sons, you know, black sons. One of my sons is biracial, but he's still recognized as a black man in America. That's part of the reason instances, cases like that, why I was so overprotective of my boys, while I'm still overprotective of my boys. Because little boys, little black boys of color, are often, more often than not, made scapegoats. Now, don't get me wrong. Uh, Anybody can be made a scapegoat, but as a mother of black boys, I know that my sons have a higher probability of being made a scapegoat to placate the masses. Those young men were wrongly incarcerated completely to placate people like our current president, to make people like DAs and prosecuting attorneys look good. Like they solved it, they fixed it, they made you feel safe, but they didn't. They didn't. Had they done their jobs correctly and found the actual perpetrator, a young woman and her baby would still be alive. But they didn't. They found these five boys of color who had no knowledge of the judicial system. Their parents had no knowledge of the judicial system. And they thought that if they said they did this stuff, that they would get to go home. And they didn't. And the people that told them these lies and fed them this, how do they sleep at night? You know, how do you sleep at night? How are you okay? How were you okay even after they were exonerated and proven? Notice I say proven innocent. Normally you have to be proven guilty. In this case, they had to be proven innocent. But you all still, even though they had no DNA, no eyewitness testimony, no eyewitness cooperation at all, that they were even at the scene of this horrible crime, you still, just to placate people, threw these young boys into jail. Like you threw a 16-year-old into Rikers for 13 years. And yet, no apologies, no, we made a mistake, we're sorry. None of that. Yes, the city of New York did a payout of $41 million divided over attorney's fees and, these five men now who gave up their lives, who through no wrong of their own, through no wrong whatsoever of their own, and you felt it was okay. Wonder about that? I do. It's like I can't. People that we entrust to protect us, and when I say protect us, to do your job effectively and correctly, to make sure that the correct people, the correct perpetrators are placed into jail, not to persecute our children, our young men, for crimes they didn't commit. I would rather my tax dollars, because even though I was 18 then, I had a job. I worked. I would prefer my tax dollars, spend all of my tax dollars, but make sure you're putting the correct people behind bars. Don't take away lives of youngsters who did nothing wrong. Let me say that again. Let me say that one more again. Nothing wrong. Linda Fairstein, whatever her name is, how you sleep at night? Do you have kids? Would you want somebody to do that to your kids? Oh, you probably don't have them. Because you, as a mother, I don't know how you would be able to sleep at night to think that this could happen to your child. Oh, wait, but your child's not one of color. And make no mistake, I wouldn't want this to happen to anybody's child, but I know it would be more likely to happen to my sons than other people's sons. And that's just the truth of the matter. It's just ridiculous. So, I would say this. It's a hard watch. Each, oops. Sorry, y'all. And I had to come out to the car because it's just, I needed some peace and quiet to do this. But each part is just a little bit over an hour. And so I would say it's hard. It's a hard watch. Each part is hard. But I would say, mothers of sons, make your sons watch it. It's hard. You might have to break it up between each segment, but make them watch. So when they ask, why are you so protective? Why are you so overprotective? And you simply say, because I don't ever want this to happen to you. And that being said, I'm going to go now. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. Love y'all. Peace out.